Hello everybody. I literally just loaded into the game and it hit me with the banger, so you know it's gonna be a good FB. Welcome back to Rimworld. So I've been doing some reading and I've been doing some thinking and I've been thinking about some things I'd like. Okay? Numero uno. I need to do the quest. In terms of quests, I'd love for them to offer me more quests to just take toxic waste off of their hands from anyone, quite frankly. Because we should do this as well. You know what? Let's do that. Because I'm just gonna dump it up here. I straight up don't give a darn. Apologies for the cursing, but I'm happy to do that. And I would like more mechanators and more robots. Now, more robots we can do. We can manufacture a way to have more robots assigned to Tucker. But in order to have more individual mechanators, people actually capable of... I did tell them to remove that. People actually capable of controlling the mechs. I need... Select who? Oh. You actually have a real first name. Yes. In order to do that, I need to find another mech link. Now, the first mech link you get for free, right? It's in the machine, and you extract it, and then you plug it in somebody's noggin. The other ones, you actually have to find, I think, on the world in a ancient mechanator complex. That's just an ancient complex. I don't think that's what we're looking for. But an ancient mechanator complex we need to find to get another mech link so you can have another person controlling more mechanoids, which I would like. It's not a requirement. I just think it'd be cool to have two people, because at the moment, Tucker's great, actually. I was going to say fine. Tucker's actually great controlling the mechanators, but when they have to death rest, she has to essentially release control of the mechs the whole time. They still get to work, but you can't change their requirements. You know what I mean? You can't change recharge settings, which actually I should change your recharge settings to be 10% as well. You can't change those. You can't tell them to turn on and off. You can't tell them to work or recharge or escort, anything like that. And having another person, ideally not a vampire, who could do that and doesn't have to death rest. They might not be as good as Tucker, but they'll be constant, right, all the time. Go on, give me a good ceremony, big man. Terrible. What? Why'd you do it in Tucker's room? I suppose we don't really have a ceremony room yet, do we? Is this not a ceremony? Probably not. Hold on. Would it be moving under ideology? Ritual spot? I'll chuck a ritual spot in here for now, but we should probably make a temple at some point, because I'm going to want to get the thingy. By the way, Shadow's now a novice. So you have... Stun. Momentarily disrupt the motor functions of the target's brain, preventing any movement. That can actually be really useful. If there's something... crazy aggressive. Oh yeah, I remember Shadow cut one of our people's heads off. If there's something crazy aggressive, maybe running at the homies, Shadow could whoop, stun them with the psychic force. You know what? I'm gonna activate these mechanoids, and then Tucker, why don't you start your death rest? Oh, and the accelerator has been attached. Excellent. So she's going to death rest. Is that a full day faster? I think it's a full day faster. Huge. Okay. So I want to build this. I can't remember why. No, not that. Nope. This. We get a book. So you have to build it in 15 days and then guard it for another blank number of days. What are we making this out of? Slate. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, cool. Alright. You know what else we should build? Somewhere. I'm not sure where just yet. But I want to basically make this a nice defensive position. Because ideally, I'm just going to expand in here for the most part. But maybe I would eventually expand out and control like all of this. But anyway, we should have a hospital. Maybe here. Or here. That's out in the front lines. So that, you know, when people get hurt, they don't have to be rushed deep within the caverns of Mars just to get up here. Instead, they can just be like rushed into a room here. In fact, here might be a really good spot because we could have it roughly connected to the fridge so that people can run in, grab herbal medicine and run out. Yeah, that's a big brain play. Let's give it to you. Fiesta. Are these ours? Fair of Archism? That is ours. And these are also ours. We can do... Okay, cool. Cool. Rituals that we don't need to do just yet, but we could if we wanted to. Also, Mechanator stuff. What's a band node do? Adds 1 bandwidth. Ah! How big are they? That's big. Okay. 2x2, huh? So the band node is... I might put like a... Oh! They can't even be next to each other. Okay. So a band node is... You need a meditation... Oh, right, of course you do. Where's your room? So a band node, apologies, allows 1 additional bandwidth to be attached to a specific mechanator. I'm going to add this just to have an additional one and then think about what I might add there. I've got 2 Minotaurs, which I like. I'm either going to go 2 constructors or 2 haulers, I think. Yeah, the band node adds an additional one. Clearly, you can't build them directly next to each other, which is good to know. I'll keep that in mind for the future. And I want to do more mech stuff, but that requires standard mech tech, which requires... Is that a second Zut? Of course it is, because my batteries are in the rain. Yep, that makes a lot of sense. No, my battery broke! Can you build the... Can somebody build the roof? Okay, the constructor's building the roof. Damn. I'm hella stupid. To have just placed my batteries out in the wild like that. That was dumb. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, no. Fair. Let's, you know what else we need? Hydroponics. We're going to get geothermal power. So actually, we should probably figure out the best way to run some power cables. I'm going to run them like this right next to the mountain for now. So that we can hopefully not have too many problems. Yep, gonna run them in like that, and then that should do it. When we get a geothermal power generator, plonk it on there. It's that wide, so it should connect. Once we've got geothermal power, hydroponics, because I want to grow plants indoors. And more specifically, I'd like to grow Devil Strand for protection and probably rice just really fast. Really fast. Dangerous food type. Did you eat raw pork? Somebody fed you raw pork, that's for sure. Is my chef... No, you cook. I guess Tucker's not around cooking, and Tucker's like the chef, right? She's the chef. Okay. Hey, my constructor's killing it. Cool, so we almost got the geothermal power up. It's taken ages, but that's understandable because it's a really expensive one. So I want to do geothermal power. Then I want to do, I think, medicine production. Then I'm thinking about standard mech tech pods arrive. The lament of blank. Really? In there of all places? Desperate refugees, you say? I absolutely accept. Zorny and Ho. Can I get a brother to you? Do me a favour. Haul that. Quick question. You guys haven't got any... Okay, you've got an addiction. That's fine. You haven't got any weird, like, pact of... Who are you? Pact of... These guys. Yeah, okay, but like, what do you believe in? Is there anything I'm gonna have a problem with? I don't think so, because he hasn't said anything yet. Bio. Psychically hypersensitive. Bunch of passions. And you? Pyromaniac. Hate that. Psychically dull. Yeah. Oh, you're a Itakin or like Wolfkin. You can summon the homies. Cargo pods? A bunch of face masks. Okay. Sure. I'll never say no. Oh my god, the death vest is going so fast. Yes, I know we've got speed up, of course, but like, still, Tucker's about to be awake again. Okay, you got the book. While you're here, do me a favor. Just haul really aggressively for a bit while I figure out exactly what I want you guys to do. Oh, you're a good doctor. Passion. Okay, you hate hunting. Oh, because you probably have some kind of animal personhood, maybe? Rate herd. Here we go. Yeah, supremacist animal personhood. They hate eating meat. They love slavery. Okay. They hate killing innocent animals. They have a strong animal connection. In that case, while you're here... Oh. Let's do that. You. Vegetarian. So you can eat vegetarian specific meals. In that case, add Bill. Let's cook. I can only cook fine meals. Okay. Let's think about this, because we often times never cook fine meals. 10 vegetarian fine meals. Pause when satisfied. Unpause at... Let's have 8 of them. And let's unpause at 4. Okay. Then, just standard fine meals. Let's do 16 of them. Unpause at 4. So we'll have some fine meals. We'll have some specifically vegetarian fine meals. And they'll overlap. Hopefully. Maybe. Oh, geothermal power. Right. Then I want you to do... Oh, I need microelectronics for medicine. Okay, that's fine. What's kind of... Because... Oh, okay. It's just telling me that I can't build a sleep accelerator or an auto bomb because we have nobody who believes in any of that stuff. That's fine, my dude. Don't even worry about it. Let's get some lights in here. You know what I'm saying? You want to join me? Passion for melee and construction, plants and animals. You're a pyromaniac, which is a bit of a problem. You also have the animal war call, which could be useful. I don't believe we have a passion for construction on anyone, right? No. Oh, you know what? Quite frankly, I accept. I know that you currently have an addiction. But you're going to get over it. Probably. Because we have no ambrosia. So you freaking better. So you're patient. You can't fire... Yep, because you do that. Okay. You now do your passions. Tucker's awake. Beautiful. Go ahead and recharge my mechs. Which means they're both going to come in here. And then actually, why don't you dormant self-charge them? So now they're just chilling there, dormantly self-charging. Lovely. Oh, Tucker. Tune to Tucker. Tucker now has an additional band node. Cool. Which means make me an additional subcore. And then... Oh, you should resurrect light mechanoid forever. Because it just costs steel. So always be doing that. And then we either want to build another constructor or another lifter. You know what? Another lifter. Here's why. Okay. Yeah. Here's why. We now have a constructor in the form of Ho. And our single constructor, thus far, has been doing decent work. You could do that when you're done. But yeah, a decent constructor along with a bit of construction here and there has actually been working really well. By the way, power. Here's power. Geothermal generator. Build me one of them, please and thank you. Now I need to think about, do I want to double up these walls? I don't know. We will see. But we're going to have not infinite power, but functionally infinite power as long as we're using a low enough amount of power, which I like. In my mind, we can use up to the 3,200 watts provided by the generator, and then the solar farm and wind turbines will provide any supplemental power to charge up our batteries, hopefully. Yeah. That's my plan and my ideal. Oh, I was wondering why these never got built. We don't have any cloth, do we? You know what? Zone me a grow zone. Like so. And plant me some cotton plants. Timeless one. A teenager is approaching the colony. She has a strange air of confidence around her. She wants to talk. You can send a colonist to hear what she has to say. Rin Dark Lockwood. Age 13. Sickly. Death refusal. Timeless one. Tucker? Have a little chat. You're converting Toronto as well. Why are we doing that? Oh, because you're dope. Yeah. That makes sense. Right, Tucker, go have a little chat with this woman. Dark is barely more than a child, but in her thoughtful eyes you sense ancient wisdom. When she speaks, the words seem to come from an unnatural knowledge of endless time. She says that the stars brought her here to fulfill her destiny. She wants to stay with you and help. As the former subject of a cultist ritual, Dark has the ability to defy death. Black Arco technology courses through her body, allowing her to self-resurrect. When she does, her flesh rapidly reforms, replacing missing organs and healing wounds. The process is, however, imperfect. She may be very useful, but you also sense there's something Dark is not telling you. I'm going to allow Dark to join. Or what's the worst that could happen? So, passion for cooking, plants, medical, social. She's not the greatest. However, let's get rid of. So, definitely grow plant cut. Handle warden. Cook. Yeah. Erickson, you can relax on the cooking. Get rid of that because you're actually all terrible. No, you can do that because you have a passion for it. So last time we had one of these, it was Zolotov in the last colony, who occasionally would psychically scream horrors and abominations out of her mind, stunning everybody, and everybody would go, ugh, and fall over and drop everything. But then they'd get back up and they'd pick everything back up and they'd carry on, and it wasn't too big of a problem, really. So, we'll see. We will see what comes of it. Doing good on the blood bags. I do need to remember that we are going to run out of sugar, which is a way to describe this man dying in 2 days, by the way. Now, you're chilling with no legs. You're being recruited. You're here as a guest, kind of. You'd actually be very interesting to get. We don't have that many passions that we don't already have. And I could really see you just being captured. You know what I mean? Oh, I was like, why can't I haul these steel slag chunks? It's because they're already in my hauling drop zone. Touche. Oh. You're working on it, of all things. Alright, appreciate it. So now we're going to have power. We love that. Do I have any miners? Flebe mines. Shadow mines. Protein mines a bit. Alright. Speaking of who's mining? You're mining. Okay. Proteins are hot. Dark? Don't know why you don't have a bed yet. You get to sleep in there. We're actually going to need new beds. Well, I don't know why I almost deconstructed that one. Don't do that. Bed. Bed. Lamp. Lamp. Yeah. You're going. Now, in order to get the better mech tech, I was talking about this, microelectronics even. Standard mech tech. Standard mech tech requires a signal chip, which requires us to summon a threat, which I would like to do. Because you get a large mech gestator, you get standard control sublinks. How do I build a control sublink? You need a signal chip. Okay, so I'm going to need to signal a bunch of these threats. We could do it. Now we might also want to do turrets. Just a few turrets scattered around here, because so far we kind of have to go out and actively meet every threat. Also, do I need to convert anyone? You're okay. What is this? Male supremacy loyalist collectivist. You probably don't have too many problems with what we've got going on. No slaves in colony. Okay, well that could be a problem. But other than that, quite comfortable, fine meal, satisfied recreation. Feels good. What? Hit me with the wildlife. Yeah. Good stuff. Loads of food. Big fan. This is going to be our science area. I do remember that. Now, I don't exactly know how big I want my science area to be, but I feel like big enough to put the... Hold on. Can I build the better research bench, by the way? No. That's probably what you're going to give me. The high-tech research bench. Yeah. The high-tech research bench will also need a multi-analyzer. That should be fine. I think that would fit in here, right? High-tech research bench is 5 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the multi-analyzer is 2 wide. That'd fit right next to it. I don't think it matters how many... I think you can only attach 1 multi-analyzer. So yeah, and then we can put the simple research bench on this side. And then some bookshelves with research books in. Yeah! Big fan of that. I don't know where the door's gonna go. Let me... How wide is this room? What is it? Hell is mine? Okay. 9? Which really means it's like 5 by 5 space in the middle. That doesn't seem too bad. Shuttles arrived? For who? For you! Carry them to the shuttle when you're done eating. Do we get something now? Or have we already got our goodies from doing this? I actually don't remember. Quest complete. It was goodwill. That's what we get. Goodwill? Hold on. Factions. Goodwill. 51. Good. Look at that. Do a couple more of them and we're chilling at 80 and then we're friends. Then we're officially friends. Having a great time. You know what? Mind this bit, but keep the rest of it as is. I think that'll be okay even as a thing. You know what I'm talking about? As a... What research area. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. So I'll double up on these and then we can deconstruct these ones. Though not quite all of them. And you can't be deconstructed yet. Yeah. Oh! Lifter has been gestated. And it has been activated. Lovely. So I have 2 lifters who will do all of the hauling. Hopefully. Or at least most of the hauling. Bam, bada, bam, bam. Dark is in a go frenzy. I love that for you, Dark. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build another storage zone for rocks and stuff there. And another one there for now. Okay? So that I can go around and tell them to haul literally every rock that you see. Because I would like them. Sugar's dead. Yep, that makes sense. Okay, that scared me for a second, but of course he was going to die. We knew that was going to happen. Grab those. Bam, 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 bam. Squabbity bum bottom. Yeah. See, now normally this would be a lot of useless manual work that our guys would have to do. But instead, we're going to have hauling robots do it piece by piece. I think whenever there's nothing else to be done and they still want to haul, they'll come out here and haul these bits. But if there's closer things to haul, I think they'll haul those first. Though I may be wrong about that. Either way, it just means that we're going to be able to have all of the rocks nearby, and then when I decide to like change up where things are stored, it'll be fairly easy. I'll just be able to shift them around, and then we can make stone bricks. All sorts of stone bricks. Shrink the zone there. And get that out. Okay. Boop, boop. Shuttle has arrived. Ritual opportunity soon. Jubilee of Man. That doesn't sound like my stuff. Nah. That is not my stuff. I wouldn't worry about that. Bum, 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 brum. Doing a little bit of mining. I love that. Slowly but surely. And my constructors. You're training a hare. Oh, manhunting pack of boom rats. That's bad. Many boom rats. All right. I assume they're going to make their way towards us. Yup. Dark, what have you got? Okay, you're butchering an item. Could you? Grab a pistol. Ho? You prefer to stab. That's fine. You got a gun. You've almost leveled up your growth tier. Nice. I hope you managed to do that. You got a thing. You got a thing. You've got a thing. Bap, 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 bap. Gather the homies. Okay. Yeah, they're on their way. So. Oh, dark. Go equip that. Flebe there. Shadow there. My other meleeers, just keep it tight in here. Here they come. Now careful, because these guys are going to explode. Which is why the other guys are up there first. You got him. Boom. Easy money. Rescue your homie. Cool. Planned. Planned. And nobody suffered any real problems other than you. Oh, it's fairly quick. That's fine. You'll be rescued. Oh, the bed's outside? Huh. Yeah, we're going to need to fix that. You know what? Get rid of this stockpile zone, by the way. Copy this bad boy's settings and paste them there. Let's think about a hospital somewhere on the front lines that's actually enclosed. I just planted this cotton here, but here's actually a really good spot. Or, better still actually, I'll just put the medical bed in there for now. I do need a hospital though. It would be stupid to not have a hospital. Yep. Yeah, okay. Well, you guys can self-charge again? Johnny, how you doing? You doing fine. Starvation? I was going to say, it's not really my area of expertise, brother. You need to handle the food yourself. Bum, bum, bum. This is a nice amount of stored food. Oh, can I make packaged survival meals yet? Will they come under? Hold on. No, not yet, but I should. Because they can at least be stored not in the fridge, right? You can store packaged survival meals anywhere. They're freaking MREs. The weather controller is no longer changing the weather. I had forgotten that there was a weather controller changing the weather. That's good. Come on, oh, you're repairing it. Fair enough. Deconstruct you. What are we researching? Microelectronics. Right, because we want medicine production. Yes. Okay, now let's think about... Stop trying to convert my people. Let's think about hydroponics. Hydroponics. I've been thinking about hydroponics. Orders me some plans. Okay, so obviously I want a corridor to go all the way around the bedrooms, I think. Because then I want a hydroponics area here. Sun lamp. How big is a sun lamp? Miscellaneous? No. Furniture? Okay. That's actually perfect. Because it's... You can't see it, but like... This can be a wall. This can be a wall. We'll lose a little bit of space there where we're not building anything. Oh, but this will really work. Let's have them mine this. And some of that. So that we can place the sun lamps and figure out how big they need to be. Oh, and you know what, Shadow? Could you convert... Oh. I had no idea you could do it from there. I've been looking for them every time. I've been like, oh, Shadow, go find, where is he? Where? You can just click on the dude at the top. That's huge knowledge. That's extremely good to know. I want to convert you away from this stuff, just because of the... Right. Oh, you have a problem with the... Okay, I definitely want to convert you away. It's not huge requirements, because you're not, like, mad because of it, but... The animal... killed thing... Well, I'd rather not have that. You know what? Let's cancel that mining for now. Yeah. So I'd love for this to be mined so that you can then come and mine this. I assume that's what you're going to do. Protein? You've gone up a growth tier! That happened really fast. Oh, now 86 out of 100. Okay, so just the growth tier kind of changed. That's fine. Jubilee of Man, not our business. No offense. And now we can actually put a wall in here because we have access to the doors. Yes. Uranium. Oh. That's going to take forever to mine. Who mines? Is it just you? Shadow does a bit. Protein does a bit. Lebe does a bit. Fair enough. What's the meal sitch? Pretty nice, actually. Fire meals. Oh! Completely forgot to copy and paste these so that more than one person could be doing it at a time. Yeah, that makes sense. Don't allow rotten. Tucker converted to Anna. Perfect. So now we can recruit you, and I think the next time we attempt to recruit you, you're immediately going to get recruited. What are we doing? The blood packs. Excellent. Huge herbal medicine. What's the word? Harvest? I got them in the end. Damn, they're actually nailing the wall smoothing as well. Now that we have real wall smoothers. No, cancel that. Power. Okay, I want the conduit's gone in there, but that's it. Because I got, I guess, 3 people doing every smoothing now. I've got robots out here smoothing things. I've got 2 homies out here smoothing things. This is the life, man. Bit of that. Bit of that, yeah. Yeah, a bit of that. Ooh. No, don't just deconstruct whatever I just clicked on. You know I made a mistake. Double lights in the dining room? Oh, baby. 44 minutes? Oh, baby. Right, I guess I'll slow it down here and we'll call the episode. For now, thank you everybody so much for watching. We've got 2 new people were recruited, and one of them is a little weird. It's been a good one. Thank you everybody so much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed. If you did hit the like button, helps a great deal. We'd appreciate it. Love your faces for it. If you're new, please consider subscribing to the channel for more content. Check the links in the description. Ring the notification button. I'll see you all in the next one. See ya!